think this is all the power I have, you stupid ape? Frieza declares while bracing himself to transform once more. Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta, and Krillin are left stunned. Now, coward, hurry and do it, Vegeta yells in Krillin's face. Krillin gives in and blasts him away with an energy blast at point-blank range. We've seen this before. Gohan tries to make sense of why Krillin did that, while Piccolo reminds him that they need to find a way to get up out of here. As for Frieza, well, he was still in the middle of his transformation. Just like how it was in the original story, Krillin's attack has led to Vegeta being on the verge of death, and of course, Dende simply refuses to heal him for several reasonable reasons. Of course, when Piccolo asks him to do it, Dende listens, but Vegeta was basically just hung dry during that whole time there. And by this point, Frieza had fully transformed. I don't believe it. What kind of ridiculously huge key is that? Piccolo asks. Krillin was freaking out as usual while Gohan urges Dende to hurry and heal Vegeta. Dende goes through with it, and of course, Vegeta kicks him and insults him for being so difficult and taking so long. But this is where it begins. What if Vegeta went Super Saiyan against Frieza? I'ma be honest, fellas, when Dragon Ball Sparking Zero comes out, we got a whole backlog of what ifs we could cook up in custom battle, so be sure to subscribe and consider leaving a like on this video. But without further ado, let's get straight to it. Frieza has finally transformed into his final form, while Vegeta has come back from the pit of death. Bring it on, Frieza, you will now be facing a Super Saiyan, Vegeta grins. Piccolo starts sweating because he knows for a fact that he can't do anything against this version of Frieza, but Vegeta was oddly calm. What's with you, Namekian? Why the long face, he laughs. Get real, Vegeta, or have you finally gone insane? We need to come up with a real plan to stall Frieza until Goku is here. This is war now, Piccolo responds. Whatever, I'll be getting started. I have to test out this new Super Saiyan power of mine while it's still fresh, Vegeta laughs. For the sake of context, of course, Vegeta has not yet actually transformed into a Super Saiyan. He was on one of his Zenkai boost highs right now again. Frieza looks unhinged though. He pinpoints Dende and shoots his death beam straight at him. It was so fast that Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin were unable to react, but before it could hit Dende, Vegeta deflects it right back at Frieza. What the? Frieza questions. Now what would we do if you killed our first aid, Frieza? Come on, let's have our own little battle first, Vegeta says. I hope you're able to back up all of this trash talk, Frieza tells Vegeta, with Vegeta just smirking. Frieza humors him by elapsing straight past the other three and punches Vegeta straight in the gut. Vegeta tries to block him but fails and suffers a brutal blow to the stomach. Seriously? He almost had me fooled with all that hype, Piccolo says. Vegeta would stumble, spits out blood, and is about to fall down to a knee when he steps back up again to regain his footing. He then lifts his head up and glares straight at Frieza's face. What a sorry look on your face, Vegeta. Are you going for a proud death or something, Frieza asks? Far from it. I actually plan on attending your funeral by the time this day ends. It's a fine day, wouldn't you agree, Frieza? Vegeta replies. This is not good. Vegeta's gone insane. Let's just get out of here while he's keeping Frieza preoccupied, Krillin tells Gohan and Piccolo. I get the feeling that Frieza might just blow up the entire planet if we were to even try to get one over on him. Listen, Krillin, I'll stay here with Gohan. You and Dende should go and get Goku. If Goku isn't fully healed yet, just have Dende do the rest. Now go, Piccolo states. Krillin nods, grabs Dende, and flies away. And just where do you two think you're going? Frieza says as he turns his head around and prepares to shoot a death beam. However, right when Frieza was gonna shoot, Vegeta grabs his wrist and shifts the direction he was pointing. Good idea, Namekian. I would very much like for Kakarot to be here when I kill this lizard as the legendary Super Saiyan, Vegeta replies. But hearing this, Frieza finally loses his patience. Super Saiyan? What does that even mean? You're nothing but a pathetic monkey who has forgotten his place, Frieza states. He immediately delivers a devastating kick to Vegeta's gut once again and sends him crashing into a nearby cliff. I guess the legendary Super Saiyan isn't that impressive after all. What do you think, Vegeta? Frieza says, mocking him. Vegeta pulls himself out of the rubble and takes a deep breath. Challenge accepted, Frieza, he says, and flies straight back towards his opponent. Vegeta shifts his motion midair and lands a kick on Frieza's forehead. Unsurprisingly though, Frieza barely even flinches. As for Vegeta, he was definitely pretty surprised. What's going on? I should be the legendary Super Saiyan right now like I planned, Vegeta asks himself. Frieza, on the other hand, pops up behind him, grabs his arm, and starts twisting it behind his back. Vegeta shrieks in pain as Frieza twists even harder, saying, "Excuse me, Is this the legendary Super Saiyan? Piccolo and Gohan can only watch for so long though before they just feel like they have to do something. Both of them hit Frieza with energy blasts to try and hurt him a little bit and loosen his grip up on Vegeta. It doesn't necessarily work, but the momentary distraction does allow Vegeta enough room to retreat and get away himself. Frieza shoots Piccolo and Gohan with death beams and the both of them just barely manage to dodge. If we hadn't dodged the moment Frieza pointed his finger at us, we'd be dead by now. Gohan starts heaving heavily. Don't overthink it. Let's just keep a safe distance for now, and when Goku gets here, we'll just attack Frieza together, Piccolo says. As for Vegeta, he was in deep thought. I'm still not stronger than Frieza, which means that I'm not a Super Saiyan yet either. I'll have to fight without it and simply have faith that the legendary power will respond to my will, Vegeta tells himself. Oh, what's wrong, Vegeta? Finally realize that you're just a monkey, Frieza says. Shut up, you stupid lizard. I'm not sleeping until I attend your funeral, Vegeta replies. Oh yeah? Well, how about I help put you to sleep then? I'll make sure you never wake up again, Frieza declares. Vegeta goes on a complete frontal assault, but Frieza dodges every one of his attacks easily. This causes Vegeta to fire off his final burst cannon, but Frieza deflects the attack as naturally as he breathes. Screw this, I'm not gonna get anywhere with these energy blasts, Vegeta tells himself, and dashes straight towards Frieza with the intention of engaging in hand-to-hand combat now, but Frieza would shoot him straight through the chest with a death beam before he could even reach him. Vegeta coughs up blood and starts falling over. However, Frieza doesn't stop there. He shoots another death beam. Fortunately, Goku would enter the fight exactly when Frieza shoots the second beam, and he would deflect it away, keeping Vegeta from being killed here. So you're Frieza, huh? Goku says, with Frieza replying, and you are? Stay out of this, Kakarot. Frieza is mine. He'll be the first victim of my Super Saiyan form, Vegeta says, bleeding almost to death now, but he was not gonna stop until his head was damn near severed off of his shoulders at this point. He tries getting up and stumbles, but after leaning on a rock, Vegeta somehow manages to get back to his feet. His head is bleeding and his eyes have gone red because of all of the internal damage, but even though it's impossible for him to fight, let alone win, Vegeta grins and just laughs. Vegeta, you should get some rest. We may have had our differences, but I'd rather deal with you myself than let you just die in front of me, Goku says. How prideless of you. You should be ashamed of yourself for even hinting at a Super Saiyan's death, Kakarot. Now get out of the way. I'll kill Frieza with my own hands and it'll be a rite of passage for the Saiyan race, Vegeta declares. Then go get yourself healed at least. I told Dende and Krillin to stay on the ship. Go with Gohan and get yourself healed, Vegeta, Goku replies. Are you suggesting that I run away? Nonsense, Vegeta states. Oh yes, I remember now. He looks a lot like that guy who resisted me until the very end when I destroyed planet Vegeta, Frieza says to himself. He takes off and tries to kick Goku, with Goku easily blocking it, and surprisingly enough, Vegeta jumps at the chance to land a kick on Frieza's face. This is what finally drives Frieza to his breaking point. He had had enough with these Saiyans. He grabs Vegeta with his tail and starts strangling him to death. Stop it, your opponent is me now, Goku says. Opponent? You mean victim, Frieza replies. Now at this point, he begins fighting Goku with all of his other limbs while still strangling Vegeta with his tail. Vegeta's vision begins to fade as the memories of his life start flashing before his eyes. Between seeing his father getting stomped by Beerus the Destroyer and watching his entire race and planet getting destroyed by the tyrant Frieza, Vegeta finally realizes the one who was really at fault. His father, his race, his planet, it's their fault for being so weak. Karmic retribution? Don't make me laugh, Vegeta tells himself and continues. The strong survive and the weak perish. I am the Super Saiyan. I don't need any other reason to defeat Frieza, Vegeta declares. He starts laughing hysterically. This further pisses Frieza off, so he decides to just end Vegeta now, turning around to try and pierce him straight through the chest with his bare fist. However, the very instant where he balls his fist, a sudden burst of lightning strikes him right where he stood. Frieza's tail lets go of Vegeta, and then there was another lightning strike. Vegeta's hysterical laughter continues as it becomes more and more diabolical with each passing second, and it keeps growing louder and more unhinged now. His body starts glowing with a golden light as his hair flickers between black and blonde. Guys, what's happening to him? Gohan asks in confusion. What? This is incredible. Did Vegeta finally do it? Piccolo assumes. Frieza takes a step back and glares at Vegeta with a face full of rage. How long is this joke going to continue? Vegeta's power explodes outwards as his aura sends shockwaves all around the area, and his laughter almost seems to sync up with the lightning strikes. Joke, huh? If that's the case, why aren't you laughing, Frieza? Come on, let's enjoy this scenario, Vegeta responds. Whoa, his power level basically exploded out of proportion. I don't think I can even match him with Kaioken. This is incredible, Vegeta, Goku states. Vegeta just smirks now as he begins approaching Frieza. Stand down, Kakarot. Allow me to show you the brilliance of the Ultimate Warrior race. You may be strong, but this is real strength, Vegeta replies. Frieza, visibly angered now, launches himself at Vegeta and starts attacking with a flurry of punches and kicks, but Vegeta dodges every single one of them and then lands a brutal punch of his own. Unlike Goku, who takes his time, Vegeta makes sure to put every last ounce of his strength into that punch. When it hits Frieza, it makes him question everything. What's wrong, Frieza? Why are you taking a joke so seriously? Vegeta taunts him while delivering another punch to Frieza's gut. I swear you will pay for this, you filthy Saiyan, Frieza replies, while finally releasing 100% of his power. He also prepares a death ball, opting to destroy the planet and everyone on it, but Vegeta doesn't want him to have his way at all. When Frieza launches that death ball down at planet Namek, Vegeta blasts it out of existence with his own Gallic gun. I don't think so, Frieza. Why are you in such a rush to end this? Vegeta says. From that point onward, the fight between Vegeta and Frieza lasts for 20 minutes. Frieza tries everything, and he also succeeds in hitting Vegeta a couple of times, but Vegeta's speed and strength in his Super Saiyan state was simply superior. Since there was no threat of the planet exploding, Vegeta just took his time torturing Frieza. Alright, I guess it's time to end this. I'm getting bored. Any last words, Frieza? Vegeta asks. Wait, Frieza tries to reply, but Vegeta just blasts him straight to Narnia with a Big Bang attack. And he made sure to blast Frieza at point blank range so he could just laugh in his face as his body disintegrated before his very eyes. In the aftermath of this battle, now that Frieza had finally been defeated, Vegeta would approach Goku. You know, I'm in a pretty good mood today. I'll let you guys go, but don't you ever think about relaxing, Kakarot. One day I will come back to that puny planet of yours and return the favor for what you did to me. And with that, Vegeta would take his leave, flying off still in his Super Saiyan form, laughing maniacally as he looks to go and hijack Frieza's ship to get off of planet Namek. But now that he's finally achieved Super Saiyan status, it's time to go and wipe out the rest of that Frieza clan, starting with the father.